All right, Oblique 03, let's do a mail-bin batch. I've got 2 stacks here to show. Some pretty cool stuff for you guys to see. There's people that trickle in on the comment section wanting to see some more mail bins. So here we go with the mail bins. Nice mix of cards. There isn't any hockey. I kind of slowed down on the hockey buying, but there is baseball, football, and basketball. So we'll start off with the Hall of Famer. It's a 78 Topps, a Rose, and a 9. It's got a little surface thing right there. But I've been working on the Pete Rose collection, so I was stoked to pick up this 9. Around $60 shipped on that one. So, I mean, that's a good price. Topps Pristine LeBron. I think the refractors of this are numbered, but I'm not positive on that. But here's the Pristine, the base one, card number 101. Hold on, I got something in my eye. 2002 Bowman, or sorry, 2012 Bowman Chrome prospect Xander Bogaerts. That's a low end card. I don't even think that's even worth considering grading at this point with the price increases, etc. that's going on in the hobby. Cards like that, it's gonna be a lot harder to send those in. This is a rookie sensations Durant, just a low end Fleer insert. I like I think the Fleer and the Topps in basketball are pretty iconic. Well, Fleer mainly because of the Jordan 86, but I just like how Durant's got a Fleer, LeBron's got a Fleer. This is it looks like it's got problems, but it doesn't. So this is a 2003 Topps Gold Miguel Cabrera, and early Miggy card, so I thought it was interesting. It was around $50. It looks pretty good. I think it might have an outside shot at a 9, so we'll hopefully grade that. This one was just I was kind of surprised I won this because I thought these were closer to like 300, 350, and I just kind of put in a bid as a feeler, and I ended up winning it for like 160. So I was a little surprised. I don't typically buy base cards in 10s, but that one kind of surprised me that I did end up winning it. So Heritage high number. I like the shine. I like the design of these. I like how they're out of 569. There's just a lot of appealing aspects to this card. And this one's centered. I don't see any dimples. I haven't looked at it closely. I always look at my stuff with gloves and my light. And I got to have my loop, too, to look at different parts of the card. So, but that one looks pretty good. This is the refractor from 2018 Topps Chrome of Ronald Acuna. These are typically going raw in the 175 to 210 range right now. So, fantastic shine on those. And I think Hobby Box is around $700, which is nuts on that product. Gold medallion edition out of 100. That's LT. So this was like $60. I think that's just a steal. Robbery right there. The rookie exclusives. Not really a huge fan of this card, but it does have somewhat of a decent value. I would say 60 to 90 raw is what I was seeing that one at. Here's the Bowman. You can't see his face. This one looks pretty good. I'm thinking it can be an 8 to 8.5 because it's got good centering. I don't see anything crazy going on these back edges and corners, which is the defect you'll see on this card a lot. It's got a little white showing, but if you're expecting an 8 or 8.5, then it can definitely have some white. So we'll kind of see what happens with that one. This is the SP Authentic 99 Edge. He's a Hall of Fame player. He doesn't have a ton of autos from 99. It's on card. It's SP Authentic. It was like 25 or $30, so it's just pretty obvious buy. Let's see. The rookie sensations. I think we saw one of these already, but I mean these are sitting like $40. So I picked up a couple of those. I picked up the flagship. This is one of the toughest sets. I've talked about this on recent videos, but I think one day I'll get an SGC 9.5. we'll just keep on grinding until we get a 9.5. I don't know if I'll be able to get a 10, but I mean I would take a 9.5 on this. So the flagship Durant, those are kind of dipping a little bit. City Heights LeBron. PSA calls this the redemption special, but SGC just calls it the name of the card. So City Heights LeBron. These were sitting. I think they got close to 500 for a while there in an SGC 10, and now they're closer to like 275, 300. So just the market's dipped down. Beam Team, I wasn't really impressed with the condition on this one for a PSA 9. The foil is just kind of pushed up on the corners. Obviously, it's off centered, so I'm going to sell this one and look for a better one because this was just a card from my Shaq collection. I don't really have that good a Shaq collection, but I try to add some of the iconic ones. Topps Chrome Durant. This one's got some scratching, which I'm not sure. I might be able to wipe it off, but I'm not gonna send cards back when I buy them raw and they're not perfect because I don't. That almost looks like I could wipe that off, but I also sell a lot of raw cards, and I don't expect my buyers to think they're getting perfect cards. But I try to send cards that are respectable. You know, there's times where I'll buy a card and it'll come like creased or just like crazy edge defect, and that's when I will issue. That's when I will send the card back. BCP 127 Ronald Acuna. A couple of these are 75 to 100, so you've got the prospect autograph of Zach Greinke from 2002. And this one's got some white, just light white snow on the front. So I'm thinking the best grade this will get is an 8, maybe an 8.5 on a good day, but that takes away from the surface for sure. So I'll probably put this in the store raw, and somebody can bid on it and buy it. Maybe send it in a PSA, and you'll get lucky, and they'll give you a 9 on it. But I think the rest of the card's pretty clean. Pros and Prospects, Brady. This one's out of 1,000. It's got the 8.5 corner subgrade. I don't know if it's that little white right there, but that's not bad at all. So this one will probably get snapped out and eventually sent probably to PSA whenever they bring back some different service, because I'm not paying $300 to grade that. I've only sent in a couple cards since they changed the pricing, and it's got to be expensive cards. This was this card's so cool because it's the Kenner starting lineup one, and it's actually it's to the left, I think, of the Griffey starting lineup from 1990. There's this card, and I think there's a black and white that comes in that package, but I bought this because I was going to snap it out, but it's got a dinged corner. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but that bottom right corner, it's not like crease, but it's definitely dinged. It's not a gem mint card. It's more like an 8.5. So it's an 8.5 card hanging out in a 9.5 slab. Devers, this is the SP. This was around $100, so these have definitely jumped up. When this product came out, I thought this card was like $20-25. But the SP Devers from 2018's S1. This is the Hummer, so I think it's the Hummer. One's got a lighter background. I think that one comes in packs. I'm sure somebody will be able to clarify that. I have a lot of knowledgeable commenters that watch the channel, which is really cool. Topps Chrome 2001. This is $9.99. The Vic. This one looks really good. I don't see really. Let's take the plastic sleeve off. Get a better view on this pup, but I mean, I don't see a dimple. I'll have to look at it closer, but it's centered pretty well too, as long as it doesn't have crazy scratching. I think this could be a nice 9 candidate, so we'll see on that one. Here's the gold medallion. This one looks pretty good too. So this seller just takes care of his cards, or just happened to have some couple good Vics in nice condition too. So here's the gold medallion for like $35. That's crazy cheap. Tony Gwynn Fleer, this is a 9. I tried to see what was keeping it from a 10, and it's just a little off centered, and there's a little white surface snowing on the back. So this is a nice 9. I'll probably keep this for the PC. It was like $50. So this is one I would definitely, if I was gonna snap it out, I would pay the $300 to get it graded. It's the Durant 2007 Topps Chrome Refractor. It's out of $14.99. Overall, it looks clean. It looks like it should be It definitely looks like it should be a PSA 9. If it wasn't, I'd be surprised. I don't think it would get a 10, but I think it definitely looks like a PSA 9 quality. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll snap that one out. Topps Chrome Moss. These got pretty hot there. I think the raws were going close to 100 for a while. Now you can get them more in the $40 to $50 range. So there might be a couple of those in here. So this is the Barry Score. This is a card I was just buying. I was just going to hold on to it because I think the dip in the berries is a nice opportunity to pick some of these up. And I think SGC does a nice job grading these 80s, 70s cards. Pretty accurate and consistent. And this copy looks like it. No, the only thing I see is this bottom corner. I see a little dab of white, but I mean, I think it's still worthy of a 10. So I mean, it's not like a flawless 10, but it's probably good enough to be a 10. So let's see the 98 Topps flagship Moss Topps is for like $12. Is crazy cheap. You got the 99 Topps traded Sabathia. So I think the rest of the cards are going to be more lower end. So these are cards that I'll have to think more about before I actually send them in. So traded Sabathia, because, I mean, if it's going to be like 30 to $40 to grade a PSA card, I don't think I would pay for it. I don't think I would pay the fee to get any of these lower end cards graded unless I thought they were probably going to be 10s, which is hard to predict with PSA because at times you'll just get all 9s and stuff. Star Rookie Carmelo. This is another $10 raw card that if you got it graded PSA 10, it might be like 150. SGC maybe 100 or $90. So here's the Topps traded Pujols stuff. This one looks pretty good as well. I think it could be an 8.5 or so. I don't see any crazy defects, and it's centered it's centered pretty well. So we'll have to take a closer look at the Pujols traded T247. I think there's a few of these LTs. I like looking at 2001 Topps football cards, because it's Breesvik and Tomlinson, and I've got so much experience with this set that I kind of know what to expect with it. So 3 of these, they were all, $10 to $15 shipped. Couple Star Rookie. That's the 2001 Upper Deck Ichiro, and those were cheap, like $10. Circa Thunder. It's actually Skybox Thunder. I think baseball was called Circa. So Peyton Manning's Skybox Thunder. You've got the Shaq. I actually put one of these in a pack before and sent it in and got a PSA 9. So the Rejector. But these are really cheap now. All those junk wax cards came down. They got pretty hot like February, March. Here's another flagship Moss. Julio Finest. These are cards that are going to be just kind of put into the box. If they're clean, I think they're good candidates. So I'll throw them in the box and kind of see what the pricing changes are going to be. Here's an EX Moss. That one falls in that category too. Hands of Gold Bonds. I mean, that's probably not going to get sent. So rookie exclusives, LeBron. I think this is the second one we've seen in this batch. So when this is Joe Mauer Topps, I think he's going to head to the Hall of Fame after a while. He might not get in quick, but I think eventually he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. So Mauer's flagship rookie. Here's the MVP. I thought there was a couple of these. Yeah, there's a couple of these. So the MVP LeBrons. These both look pretty good. So this is an interesting card because it's Leaf Rookies and Stars. I think these are 1 in 4 packs for a rookie too. It's technically not a rookie because it's a second-year card, but it's an early David Ortiz card, so I thought it was an interesting card. And I like the Leaf Rookies and Stars 98 football as we see right here. So that's why I picked up that David Ortiz. It's got the same design as well. So here's the Manning and the 10. This is a card. I'm actually putting together a reholder order where I'm going to send in 75 or 100 PSA cards in the old slabs and get them in the new slabs. I think it's going to be $7 or $8 a card. Some people might think it's crazy, but if it's cards for your collection and the cases are scuffed up and you can, and they have it's cards that have value, you can pay $7 or $8, get them in a clean slab. It just looks so much better. Top Stars Pujols. 50, $60 raw for this one. You've got the Durant sensation, so we saw 3 of this card. It's really not the toughest card to grade either. Ripken Donruss. This one looks really good. Definitely looks like a 9+. I'm gonna keep that in the collection. It's a good copy. It was like $20 too. Closing it out. Soto update, and these have dropped down 30 to 35. I think is what they're going for raw now, which I think it's a good time to buy Soto. That's just me though. All right, guys, I'm gonna close it out, and that's it for the video. Take care.